tuning in with CGTN New Media. And right now we are at a very special occasion here because this is the Taizhou Toumengang Sea area, and 12 cetaceans actually trapped here this morning. This is East China's Toumengang Sea area, and right now the rescue work already continue for 6 to 7 hours almost. And let's look at the updated information. So this morning, 8 o'clock Beijing time, the local police received a phone call saying that 12 cetaceans stranded here. The reason behind that may vary. Some may believe that they not really immediately get back to the sea. So they arrived here at the flood tide, but they didn't get enough time to get back to the sea. Right now we could see there are two already rescued. So the people right now is comforting them. So they arrived here already 4 hours. So this is the Baishawan Sea area. So you look at actually they're right now quite calmed down. But when they first arrived here, they just so thrilled. So right now you look at this is the two cetaceans already rescued here and moved to this Baishawan. At the very beginning, actually, they rejected to moving here because we believe is quite scared. So, but right now you could see that they calmed down. Right now we still have people accompanying with them and also comforting them. So for the rescue plan, there are two plans. The plan A is we send them to a nearby aquarium, but still need to take some time in transporting. Think about that, the uncertain time of transporting. So we go for plan B. So we talk about plan B, basically that we move to the nearby sea area. So we talk about this morning, 8 o'clock, we found 12 trapped, and unfortunately 3 right now with no sign of life, and the other 9 and now is saved. So we first move them to these places to comfort them and also let them to come back to their normal body condition. So they also actually suffered some healthy issues. So it's not the right time to let them go back to the sea area. So that is why we believe that either let them first calm down and get used to the new environment, and either way transport them to the nearby aquarium for further treatment and then release them back to the sea. And the other solution is that we actually get them to these kind of the scenario to let them get back to the normal body condition. So this morning actually the local people also got the squirrel to keep the trapped cetaceans warm. So for these two, we will see whether when the tide rising again, these two could get used to the tide and also back to the sea. We don't know whether that's a favorable condition or the right time for these two to get back to the sea. And also a great appreciation to the local people because they did a lot of efforts this morning for rescue. And also we call on everyone because right now we have the professional teams getting here. So it's like call on the surrounding people is because it still need to make sure that these cetaceans are safe. So please keep a distance from this area, and we look at the professional team, and also we have the local villagers here taking shifts, and they get in the sea to accompanying with these two cetaceans to calm them down, and we will look at whether these two. So far, these two actually are in a good shape. we will see and we will try whether these two can get to maybe even a deeper sea area, because we will see whether they are get used to or get back to their normal condition so they come back to the sea when the tide rising. But we still need to depend on their condition, also waiting for the experts' requirement and also the suggestions. Of course, we'll keep our viewers updated. two saved cetaceans right now is accompanied by two local villagers. And we're awaiting the experts for the final decisions. And we will see whether that we will keep them in the AC area, or we move them to the nearby the aquarium or the in the local other the fishery area. And right now these two are the Baishawan area, and we lost 3 cetaceans, and we found 12 trapped this morning, so 2 saved, and right now you're looking at these are the 2 saved ones, and we lost 3 cetaceans, and also we have a 7 the cetaceans. We were waiting for the experts to see whether that they move to the local aquarium or the fishery areas, because right now we found that the 7 cetaceans, they suffering some the healthy issues, so they maybe could not channel themselves back to the sea area. So this is the very first time actually we found that the 12 trapped here this morning. So this is the very first time we found in Zhejiang, Taizhou, Toumengang Sea area. And also because today actually the temperature is really high, that could be also one of the reasons that they trapped and stranded here at the shore. So we actually for the 8 saved, the 9 saved, the cetaceans, actually we should give the credit to the local villagers and also the cross-departmental rescue efforts. And the local villagers actually they rushed to the scene, used the corals from their home to keep the areas, the helping to survive for the cetaceans to survive, and also move the ice cube to the side to keep the cetaceans calm and cool down. So far, the 9 remaining cetaceans are now in good condition. So the reason behind we still don't know yet, that because maybe this morning they came here with the rising tide, but they didn't catch up the tide. So when the tide falling, they didn't have the time to get back to the sea. So we talk about that. This is maybe one of the reasons that these 12 the cetaceans stranded. And also we talk about maybe they're the navigation nerves in their body may suffer some healthy issues. So that is why they cannot really channel themselves back to where they came from. We don't know exact reason behind yet. But still that rescue operations are underway, and actually the whole rescue work started this morning 8 o'clock, and you could see the people actually accompany the cetaceans, like these 2 rescuers actually from the noon time. They rushed to Baishawan. This is the Baishawan area, and right now the people that take turns. And they have the 5 shifts so far from 12 o'clock till now, because they standing in the water. And you could see that the depth of the water is more than 1 meter. So it's a really hard job for them. But you could see there's no complaint, and all the rescue people actually make their efforts against the clock, because it's still a race. We want to do everything we can to save the cetaceans. And you could see right now these 2 are saved. We will see whether they are good enough to get back to the sea when the tide rising again. And still we not encourage people coming to the scene. because that we don't want to have the additional interference to the cetaceans. So we call on the local villagers. You could watch our live streaming, and it's not really the right time to come into the sea. And of course, we'll keep all our viewers updated. all the viewers, right now you're looking at this is the a live footage, and 12 the cetaceans actually were stranded this morning in East China's Toumengang Sea area, and the rescue operations are underway. And so far, the 9 out of 12 still alive and rescued. And looking at these are the two rescuers actually standing in the sea accompanying the two cetaceans. So you could see that these two rescued cetaceans are actually in quite calm state. So they moved to this area actually this noon time, and so far the people actually taking shifts to accompany the two cetaceans. And also we will put a close eye on the health condition of the survived cetaceans. And these two cetaceans actually so far is quite nice and so far in the good condition, and also got a good cooperation with the rescuers. But still, we talk about the environment actually not really good for the cetaceans to stay for a longer time. So we're still waiting for the experts to arrive at the scene and waiting for the further suggestion. also could see right now we try to lift the rescued cetaceans, and also we protect them good enough in transportation, make sure that we mitigate the potential risks during the transport. You could see right now we lift the survived cetaceans, and later on they will be transported to the nearby aquarium. And we could see that now a pilot cetacean successfully landed on the transportation car or the truck. So I believe everyone right now just aside assured to see that we got some further progress in rescuing the trapped cetaceans. So the survived cetaceans will be transported to the nearby aquarium for further treatment, because we know right now we rescued 9 cetaceans. So in total 12 actually stranded this morning in Zhejiang, Taizhou, Toumengang Sea area, and 3 lost their life, unfortunately, and the remaining 9 cetaceans, 2 right now in the sea area in waters, so they are in a better condition. So the experts saying that we will try to see whether that they are good enough to get back to the sea today. And we talk about for the transportation, and they will also landed on a kayak. So basically they will stay on the kayak during the transport period, and then we'll head to the aquarium for further treatment, because that 7 survived cetaceans suffering some healthy issues. So that is maybe also the reasons that they couldn't get back to the sea or back to the areas where they came from, because their navigation system inside their body actually some malfunction. So they will transport it to the nearby aquarium for further treatment, and we will also look into the details for the reasons why they stranded in the shore this morning in Taizhou, Toumengang Sea area. And we will also load some ice cube to keep them cool, and also to keep them in a good moisturizing environment during the transportation period. The rescue work actually started this morning, 8 o'clock Beijing time. Right now we could see that the 12 stranded cetaceans, 3 lost their life, and the 9 actually rescued. And we need to give the credit to the cross-departmental efforts and also the local villagers. So for the survived 9 cetaceans, you could see 7 will be transported to the nearby aquarium for the further treatment. You could see that this big car, this vehicle, will transport the survived 7 cetaceans. I believe they will be one by one. We transported to the nearby aquarium for further treatment. You could see that the survived cetaceans actually transported, landing on the kayak, so that's in the color right. So we still need to keep them calm, and you could see that the people also getting the ice cube to the vehicles to keep the water temperature low enough to transport these aquarium the cetacean to the nearby aquarium. So we'll have 3 people accompanying the cetacean during the transport. So we still see that the people loading more ice cubes. So right now we do everything we can to lower the temperature of the water on the vehicle. And you could see the survived and rescued cetacean actually right now is boarding on a kayak. So the kayak actually was played as the cushioning role, and also to protect better the cetacean during the transport. So we will have 3 people accompany the cetacean during transport, and we believe actually they will very soon heading to the nearby aquarium for further treatment. So the survived the cetacean. You look at this one. This is the pallet cetacean. So we first had lifted this one by the crane, by the cable wire, and also lifted to let it land on this big vehicle. Actually, this is a truck. And we put enough water and also the ice cube. On board to create a good environment. And we could see that the staff from the nearby aquarium also joined the rescue team. And the rescue operation actually has been started this morning at 8 o'clock. So we could see we have another vehicle also arrived on the scene, and we could see that our crane also in position to lift another survived cetacean. It's raining right now, and we could see also the tide is rising. could see the first truck right now is leaving the scene, heading to a nearby temporary treatment place. According to knowledge, one is a nearby aquarium, and another one is nearby aqua farm, because these two locations actually has the equipment and also enabling environment to rescue the survived cetaceans. So you could see right now the tide is rising and it's raining, and this is a very big rain also at the same time. Right now we already sent 5 cetaceans heading to a temporary rescue place, either to a nearby aquarium or a nearby aqua farm. So still have 4 survived cetaceans in the scene waiting for transport. So once again, to our viewers, if you're just tuning in with CGTN New Media, we bring you this live coverage from Toumengang, Zhejiang. And this morning, 12 cetaceans stranded this morning at 8 o'clock, and also the rescue operation still underway. So far, for the 12 stranded cetaceans, 3 lost their life, and for the 9 survived the cetaceans, 5 out of 9 already transported to the nearby, either to the aquarium or to the aqua farm, because that aqua farm and the aquarium actually are the ideal place to treat the cetaceans. We don't know which one they will go to. We're waiting for the further information, and we're still waiting for the transport to bring the remaining 4 cetaceans leaving the scene. And we talk about that the survived 9 cetaceans. Actually, 2 are in a good shape, and also experts seem to say that let's wait and see whether they are good enough to get back to the sea, because right now the tide is rising. And we talk about the 7 survived cetaceans. They are not in a good healthy condition, and we talk about maybe one of the reasons behind why they stranded on shore this morning. It may be their navigation system inside their body actually malfunction, so they need to wait for the further treatment. and then get back to the sea. And this is the very first time actually in Zhejiang, Taizhou, Toumengang Sea area encountered a stranded cetaceans or this accident. So you could see that actually we also bring a crane on the scene. So this crane basically trying to lift the cetacean and to bring them to the transport vehicle, and the vehicle will bring the survived cetaceans to the nearby temporary rescue place, either to the nearby aquarium or to the nearby aqua farm. So we're already, right now so far, sent 5 cetaceans to the rescue or the treatment place, and we still have right now 4 in the scene. So this is a cross-departmental efforts, and also the local villagers also render their help. So you could see actually a lot of people actually devoted themselves to rescue the cetaceans. And also the rescue operation have been starting this morning, 8 o'clock Beijing time. So 3 cetaceans with no sign of life, unfortunately. And we actually rescued 9 cetaceans. So you could see that right now the rising tide already reaching the shoulder level of the rescuer, and also based on the level of the sea, we're also trying to moving the cetacean to the shore. And we could see that the crane right now is also lifting this one. We must make sure that everything actually in steady manner, make sure there's no mistake happen. So we will see that this one will start to be lifted. So we could make sure that every step is absolutely safe. So you could see the people wearing diving suits. They are stopped from the nearby aquarium. So you could see this one, this cetacean right now lifted. You could see that the cetacean actually is lifted by this stretcher, and this stretcher actually designated and specially designed for the cetacean or the large size whales. So we will check the life condition. And also try to lower down the temperature. So for this size of the well, we actually need a large number of ice cubes to lower down the temperature. And also you could see the staff actually put the Vaseline the survived the cetaceans. Actually keep it actually for the moisture purpose. So you could see actually the staff putting the Vaseline to the whole body so that we could preserve moisture. And also could see that we also put the ice cube to try to lower the temperature. So we don't know whether that this cetacean suffers some skin trauma, because we could see that the staff also got some medicine to diminish the inflammation. So we will have the three people actually accompanying the each cetacean. So among these three people, we need to at least have one veterinarian. So we could see that the cetacean actually landed or boarded on the truck, and also land on the kayak to absorb any potential or shakes or shocks during the transport. And also look at the water pipe actually is also for the monitoring purpose. We know that rescue operation actually has been starting this morning at 8 o'clock, and this pipe actually is used to really transport the additional water resources to the stranded cetaceans. So we do a lot of stuff, the efforts to keep the cetaceans calm down and also keep them cool. So we talk about that 12 stranded cetaceans. 3 lost their lives, and the remaining 9 survived ones. Right now you could see that we do everything we can to transport them to the nearby aquarium or the nearby aqua farm. We don't know which one is their destination, but these 2 locations actually are the ideal place to give the further treatment to the survived cetaceans. You could see actually the staff always keep the cetaceans in lower temperature. You could see actually we bring a lot of ice cube on truck, and also look at right now they believe these are the first transported cetaceans. Right now they arrived at either the aquarium or the aqua farm. So you could see the staff also adding more water resources to the survived and the cetaceans. So always keep them in good moisture condition. And also the veterinarian will also check the health condition of the survived cetaceans, because we talk about that the 9 survived ones, 7 we believe they suffered some health issues, and maybe their navigation system inside their body actually is malfunction. That is also because of these they could not really find the way back. So that is also the reason we transport them to this temporary treatment place. So for viewers, if just tuning in with CGTN New Media, we bring you this live coverage at Zhejiang Toumengang Sea area. This morning, the 12 cetaceans actually were stranded in East China's Toumengang Sea area. The rescue work actually have been underway for at least from 8 o'clock this morning. And so far, the 9 cetaceans survived. You could see right now they transported to the temporary rescue places, and we could see right now they're also doing some blood testing, and we believe they will go through a string of body health testing to really find out the reason why they stranded on the shore this morning. You could see right now a veterinarian is doing the blood testing, and this the survived cetaceans just arrived at the temporary rescue or the treatment place. So we talk about in total 12 cetaceans stranded this morning. 3 lost their life and 9 survived. Right now we try to bring 9 cetaceans to either a nearby aquarium or the aqua farm. So you could see right now a cetacean arrived on the scene. We don't know whether this is the aquarium or the aqua farm. And you could see people actually wearing the diving suits. They are the staff working for the aquarium. And they also accompanied the cetacean during the whole transportation. And you could see that the staff also getting the waters, and we try to keep the survived cetaceans in a lower temperature and also preserved moisture. And also you could hear from the scene that the staff checking the body condition of the cetaceans, check their body temperature, and also get their blood for further testing purpose. And also check the breath of the survived cetaceans. So far we could see, so I believe 3 arrived in this temporary treatment place. So we could see that the staff right now is working against the clock. To keep the survived cetaceans in lower temperature and also keep them in good moisture state. So the 12 stranded cetaceans, so far 3 with no sign of life, and 9 survived, and 7 suffered health issues. And right now 2 in good shape, and they actually ran out in another place. The experts saying that we will see whether they're good enough to get back to the sea, because right now we also, and it's the time for the tide rising. So the experts are also seeing whether the two cetaceans in good condition, they may have that capability to swim back to where they came from. And the other 7 survived cetaceans are now either arrived here or on the way to this place for the health treatment purpose. So we could see they arrived here and they got their body temperature checked and also got their blood testing, and also their breath also checked by the professional veterinarian. So you could see the staff always that get the water on their skin, so try to preserve the moisture and also try to keep them in low temperature. And we believe that maybe that the survived cetaceans also may suffer from some skin trauma, so that after the body checking, the veterinarian will also get some medicine over that trauma to diminish inflammation. So you could see that people wearing diving suits. They are the professional staff working for aquarium. Although we actually still a race against the clock, but we need to make sure that every step we're taking is absolutely safe. So you're looking at this is a very busy scene, and the survived rescued cetaceans actually is transported to this place. So the staff, the veterinarians can do a whole body check. And we also just saw that their blood samples actually was got by the veterinarians. And also we could see that staff was also working really hard to keep the survived cetaceans in a moisture state and also try to lower their body temperature. And also could see that also the staff sitting next to the survived cetaceans and try to comfort them, so they could in a good state, also in the quite calm down. So we believe at least 7 survived cetaceans will be transported to this place for further treatment. So we believe right now they are talking about they will get the cetaceans to the pool. So we still don't know whether this is a nearby aquarium or the aqua farm, but at least these 2 locations have enough facilities to treat the survived cetaceans, and also the cetaceans can stay for a bit longer time for recovery. So we will see right now the staff after a body check, and also the blood sample also got so they will right now lift this one to the pool. So we talk about that when the survived cetaceans arrive the scene here, they first get their blood sample drawn, and also the veterinarian will check their body condition, their breaths, and also if the cetacean suffered some skin trauma, and the will also put some medicine over the trauma. So you could see right now the staff lift this cetacean, and we believe that they will move this one to the pool. So we always can hear that they saying that slow down, slow down. We need to make sure that every step we are taking is absolutely safe. There's no risk at all. So this is a pool, a smaller size. So you could see that people wearing diving suits, they are all the staffs from the aquarium. So you could see that they're saying that be careful and slow down, don't rush. So it's always teamwork. And we talk about the rescue operation actually have been starting this morning from 8 a.m. Beijing time. And it's always a cross-departmental effort. So we could understand so far that a process when the survived cetaceans moved from the shoal to this place, and they first get their body condition checked and then move to this pool. And you could see actually the water level is quite deep. And you can see people wearing diving suits. They are the professional ones. They are the staff working for the aquarium. From the background setting, we don't know whether this is the nearby aquarium because there are the two choices to transport the survived cetaceans for the treatment purpose. So one option is the nearby aquarium, another one is aqua farm. So from the settings, maybe it's the aquarium, but we still don't know yet. So we could see that they just not really be a good place to stage the cetaceans. So they moved the cetaceans to a larger pool, maybe. So from the sightings, we believe that this is maybe the nearby aquarium. So we talk about the survived cetaceans transport to a nearby, we believe, the aquarium, and they will first get their body condition checked by the veterinarians, and we could see that they check their body temperature and also check their breath and also get their blood samples. And you could see that the staff always keep the cetaceans in moisture condition and also lower the body temperature. And when everything done here, and they will try to move the cetacean to the larger pond. So you could see that the one staff wearing diving suits and sit down just next to the cetaceans, and this staff wearing a diving suit is from the aquarium, and he tried to comfort the cetacean because right now the cetacean actually has suffered a lot from this morning. So the staff also tried to calm it down because it's right now changing to a new environment. So we still don't know exact reason why 12 the cetaceans stranded this morning at Zhejiang, Taizhou, Toumengang Sea area. So far we believe they lost their way, and maybe because they didn't catch up the time when the tide fallen, so they couldn't make their way back. Or maybe because their navigation system inside their body actually is malfunctioned, so they suffered some healthy issues. So that is also the reason maybe they could not get themselves back to the sea. So we could see that she also suffered some skin trauma. Well, that's not a big issue. So still make sure that they are not suffer from dehydration. So that is why we could see that staff keeping pulling a lot of water over their skins. So you could see right now we will bring this one to the larger pond. So we talk about the survived cetaceans first moved to the local aquarium for further treatment, and when they arrived, their body condition will first be checked. So their blood samples were drawn, and also their body condition checked by the veterinarian. So checked their head to toe, and also checked their breath, and also try to lower down their body temperature as well as prevent from dehydration. And after everything's all set, and you could see right now they move these cetaceans to first to this smaller pool, and then we'll head to the larger pond. So we talk about this morning, 12 cetaceans actually stranded at the Toumengang Sea areas in Taizhou, Zhejiang province. 3 unfortunately lost their life, and 9 survived. And 2 out of 9 are in a good condition. We don't know whether they also will be transported to the nearby aquarium, but at least 7 will be transferred or already arrived here at this aquarium for the health purpose. So they will receive the further treatment. So this actually incident also the very first time happened in Taizhou, Zhejiang province. We still don't know exact reason behind why the 12 cetaceans stranded. So you could see that the cetaceans from the smaller pool right now will head to a larger pond.